Hey guys, Kevin here, bringing you a new video tonight. I just have to say, you know, Super Smash Bros. Melee is a video game, is it not? It is quite the video game, and I just wanted to make a short little video showing my overall appreciation for the game. Overall, sorry about this camera, um, but just wanted to show my appreciation for the game and like my perspective on it and like what I've seen over the past couple of years from like different viewpoints, as opposed to like when I was growing up, because like you know I definitely grew up with the game as a kid, as a casual fan for sure, not a competitive person at all, but like I just loved like playing first player mode, and like I would play against my brothers. Like both my brothers were kind of into the game, and I was younger at the time when the game came out, but I definitely grew up on Melee. Out of any Smash game, it's probably the one I grew up on the most. But at the same time, it came out in 2001, and I was born in 1996. So if you do the math, I was pretty damn young when I was playing it. I mean, for me, like the biggest game I had the most fond memories of, like the hugest memories of, was Super Smash Bros. Brawl, because that game was right at the peak of where I was still into Nintendo. I hadn't quite immersed myself into Xbox, even though I do have the other Smash games, Super Smash Bros. 4 and Ultimate, but like I hadn't quite immersed myself into Xbox yet. So Brawl was kind of like that game that I got into with like stage building and just like different meme things, and like the subspace emissary was fun, and like I liked all that sort of stuff. But that's getting beside the point, because now, you know, I used to think, oh my god, like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and that was a hype game. But like, wait a minute, like it's not that great though, because like the fighting mechanics are kind of dumb, and like when you look at it overall from like a competitive standpoint, and like the way the fighting is organized, not that good at all. Like some of the characters are just so unbalanced, and like the mechanics of fighting just terrible, just like not good overall. But then you look at that in comparison to a game like Melee, which is actually like perfect in every sense, with like how fluid and perfectly well organized each all the different fighting mechanics are. But it's interesting to share my perspective from this standpoint, because like I said, I grew up with the game, and my brothers, my brother was better than me with the game, partly because I was younger. Not to say it's only because of that, but he was better than me at the game. That might be different now because I've been playing the game a lot now, but like he was. But like at the time, I was just happy to have some great childhood memories. Playing classic mode, adventure mode, all star mode. All those event matches, like all that cool stuff. I thought all that stuff made Melee an amazing game, and up until like recently, I thought Melee was amazing, but I still thought Smash 64 was better, because of the first player mode, and also the verses was like great childhood nostalgia. But like the more I thought about it, I was like, man, Melee is just so refined and so perfect in every sense of the word when you look at it. And then like I just started getting into it more. So like when I was in college, like I what was it? I think it was like I sold my Wii, and with that I sold Brawl, which was a controversial decision, getting rid of Brawl. I've always still thought about getting it back, but it's one of those games that I'm just like, I don't really consider it that worth it to have. No offense to it, I did have some great memories on it, but like I sold Brawl and my Wii, and with that, but then I bought a Wii back because I was like, what am I doing? I still want to play some GameCube games like Super Smash Bros. Melee, and also Mario Kart Double Dash, great game. But that's besides the point. Like, then it got to like, well, I mean, I just sold my Wii and I bought a new one. So now all of the old game data for um, Super Smash Bros. Melee that I had gathered over the last, I don't know, 13 years is gone. And just like everything that I've like had from that game in the past was gone. I was like, well, that kind of sucks. And then I was just like, man, I had some great memories of this game. Like, I just love this game so much growing up. I would love to just, unlock all the characters again, get everything back again, really appreciate this game one last time, even though it's 18 years old. But damn, 18 years old. But then, like, I get back into the game, I buy a memory card, I unlock all the characters. And this was when I was in college. So, like, I unlock all the characters. In the midst of being at college, like, so I would come home once in a while, like on the weekends, and then I would just, like, do a bunch of versus battles where I would, like, pop off with Peach. Like, I was having so much fun playing as Peach back in the day, like, which some, like, casual players might be like, what the hell, you're having fun with Peach? Like, that's so weird. But, like, really fun. Like, she's so memey with her, like, mid-air, like, attacks. It's just so great. And you only play on Dreamland. Dreamland is the best map. like, but like, anyways, like, yeah, I would rack up kills, and then I eventually like unlocked all the characters again, and like, I was getting so into it, and then like with that, along with that, I don't know which came first really, like the videos or getting back into Melee, but with that came some like interesting videos that I stumbled upon that were like competitive Melee. This introduced me to the competitive scene of Melee, which was a whole nother layer to why Melee is so incredible. Because think about it, this game is 18 years old, and yet people are still playing it so aggressively, so intensely, so emotionally, at such high stakes for high amounts of money, trying to be the best in the world. Like, insane. Absolutely insane. It's so incredible to see like such a following for this game because it deserves it, because it there's a lot to it into how you play this game that I didn't even know up until now. And to be honest, I mean, I like to consider myself a good player. I mean, I can beat very hard computer players kind of with ease now, I guess. I mean, like level nines and versus aren't that bad, but like, I mean, I've had some trouble with like beating very hard on all star mode without continuing. Like, of course, that's tough, but like I did it, and like I beat very hard on classic mode without continuing with only one life. So like, I did that, sure, but like, looking at like how these players play, it's a whole nother level. Like, it's insanity because you have to know how to like grab out of shield and like wave dash and like combo and I don't even know, just so many different things to know about how to play the game. But like, that's getting from beside the point. But like, I just I just do have an appreciation for like how deep the game goes, as far as just how competitive it is. It's a really sweaty game. Because my thing is like, you know, I could love the game as is, just without it being competitive, and that would be fine. But the fact that it has this competitive following is it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see, I will say. Um, but I'm actually trying to get into potentially. I'm thinking about getting into competitive melee. Um, but yeah, I'll probably get my ass kicked. I'll be honest. I will get my ass kicked. But like, I love Marth. Like, that's my main. He's like considered one of the best, and like that's also the thing, you have to know like which characters that you're the best with. And like Marth is just like my style. I like the spacing of him and how he creates good chains with his grabs and his forward smashes. But like, yeah, there's a lot to the game in knowing how to play it, than others might think. Because at the end of the day, you can know how to like do a cool up smash or timing or something, but like it's a lot more than that. Like like in melee, something that I couldn't do that much, that would probably be the reason for me getting beat so badly, is knowing when to shield. Because when I watch competitive melee, people are constantly shielding, and I do it like seldomly. Like if I see an attack coming, then I'll shield like right on that spot. But like people are constantly shielding to avoid like either like lasers if it's like Falco or Fox, or just in general like to avoid like you know spacing attacks from like a Marth or a Puff, because Marth and Puff are really good like space characters. But like yeah, it's crazy. Um, but I've gained a new appreciation for it, and I've become way more invested in it. Um, and it's weird to think because Ultimate is out now, and like, hey, like, aren't you supposed to be like playing Ultimate? Like, what are you doing, Kevin? But like, I don't know. I just love melee. Like I've conquered like all these achievements on very hard, like beating classic mode on very hard with only one life without continuing, beating all-star mode on very hard without continuing, and I might try to beat adventure mode on very hard without continuing with only one life. I've beat it on very hard without continuing, but but and now I'm trying to get like all the trophies in the game. Like sometimes like I'm sure like anyone who appreciates like a good video game can relate to this. Like when you get so good at a video game that you want to like just like test like how good you can truly be at it. Like take like a game like Speedrunners for example. Like that game had a bit of a cult following, because it was like a cheap like game for the Xbox that was like free with gold at one point, and like ranked play on that, like you could become like a bronze, gold, silver, or bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and I got to bronze, so like I was actually really good, I thought, but like but don't underestimate like how good someone can be at a video game. Like there are people in the world out there who will excel at that one particular thing, and you're just not that good. Like you thought you were good at it, but like no, like but like yeah, I don't know, like I've invested a lot into it lately. So I feel like maybe it's time to try something new. But my only problem is my PC is a piece of poo. So if I was to try to play net play, which is crazy to think, guys, like this game has been out for 18 years, and now there's a way to play online on Melee by downloading a link to your computer so that you can play it. Like, okay, wow. Like, first of all, probably need an adapter for a GameCube controller, don't I? Like, I don't even know. Like, that's like a whole nother thing. But yeah, just you know, overall, I just want to say that Melee is the best Smash, both for the reason of the casual enjoyment I got out of it in my childhood, just playing first player modes and stuff like that. Like that was always fun to me, but also for appreciating like the competitive scene and just how like insanely deep it goes with like, oh my god, he got a forward grab to F smash, or like dare from up air, wave dash into shield grab. Like there's a ton of terminology that everyone uses in Melee. Every like Melee player who like follows the competitive community like knows like all the terminology of like nair, dare, up air, F smash, wave dash, tech, dare, DI, like all those different terms. There's like DI is like directional influence, like so when you get hit, you can like kind of determine like where you're gonna go by like using your control stick, or like tech is like how you react to like a hit, like how you get up after, or or crouch canceling is when you like crouch and if you get smashed, you'll like not go as far. You'll like more like stay on the stage rather than getting like sended off the stage. Like yeah, there's a lot to understand about how the way Melee is. It's definitely, I'd have to say it's the sweatiest game I've ever seen, as far as like the community, like everything the community knows about it, and also just like everything you need to know to be a good player. Because like my thing is like I feel like I'm a good player when it comes to computer players. You know, like just knowing how to like do good combos, time my forward smashes, stuff like that. But like if I want to be a good like competitive player against real people like in the competitive scene, that's a whole nother story. Like that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. But yeah, I just want to say Melee hold a great place in my heart now, and I'm glad I bought a memory card back to get all my characters back. And yeah, now I just have to beat All-Star mode with Pichu, and then Adventure mode with a few more characters. That's gonna be fun. But anyways, hope you guys have liked this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.